That does not make syncing the audio easier, guys.
Okay, so after this horrible event has occurred, you guys, Eric, you stare down at the heirloom axe, which has been punched clean in half. The head is over there, the base is still attached to the wall on this hinge, and it's just kind of.
I want to, touch your shoulder, look at this axe, look back at you. If it's any consolation, it's not magic.
Does anyone know mending?
Yes, I do, actually.
Do you want to mend the axe?
Yeah.
Okay, you mend it back to the trap.
Oh, no!
Well, the base of the axe is, bolted to the base of the
broken
trap.
the spring. So if it's just, lowered.
Yeah. The spring is still broken, but you have to mend it to the wall, essentially.
I'd like to walk up to you.
Okay.
And just, look straight up at you, jump, grab your collar, and just be like...
Okay, I understand I have some explaining to do. Let me first apologize. Let me secondly say I did not ask for anybody to put their life on the line in place of me.
Sorry, continue.
One.
Natural one.
Okay, continue your guys' conversation.
I was paid to check for traps.
You guys
If there's a book bolted to a table, does that not strike you as...
I'm sorry, I am not suspicious of these people. I've known them for my whole life, and I trusted them dearly. I was unexpecting. Now, I would like to talk about the contents of the book, because they seem that they may be very important.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, the book is also not magic.
Thank you kindly.
You guys are talking, and you guys are all kind of very tense and looking at each other, and then you just kind of hear and in the background, you see that Nadine is weeping.
Oh.
Nadine, you are kind of racked with guilt in this moment.
I'm gonna immediately come over and put my arm around, try to I'm shorter than you, but I'm gonna be like, it's okay. Oh, you did amazing. You saved us all.
No, I'm just crying.
Yeah.
I am not processing
your
anything.
composure that you've held up until now fucking melted.
Oh, remember when I was like, hey, can I say something to Nadine as we walk in? I never did that.
Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, what was it?
I was going to be like, well, you were clearly already fatigued and tired from previously exploring this and probably being up for 12 hours straight investigating. So if you ever need to take your leave, you should feel free to do so.
I know at least 3 beds in the facility. I kind of want to just pull you even tighter and just be like, see what you did!
Careful with the ropes. Careful.
Your yelling is not helping.
Bixby will kind of duck under these two and wrap his wing around Nadine and Attica. Just again hey, this is me.
Okay. I know. Okay. I know that was a tense moment, but we really need to talk about what's in that book.
Do you want to now, given time, do you want to flip through what's actually in the book?
Not yet. Okay.
Can I stop you right there? Our friend is in a very raw emotional state.
I'm having a crisis.
And you need to give her a minute.
Yeah. Kalia, are you gonna say anything?
Oh yeah, dog.
Okay, fucking go for it.
Are you kidding me?
Go for it. Everyone gives you their attention. You're level 1? Is that what you said?
Roll.
Okay.
One.
I was just gonna check. I was
I'm
like, you should be level 3.
secret keeping right now.
Sweet. Go ahead and say what you will.
You all are here because we had a man nearly die in this house. Comfrey got a needle in the eye in the breaker room. No one else wanted to stay because they were afraid that they were going to get hit with a trap. So they were looking for people to pay to bring into this establishment so your lives would be risked instead of theirs. I stayed behind to make sure that none of you would get hurt. I'm glad that I did. But it seems like we have much more dangerous threats in here than just a needle to the eye. So if you would be so kind and take a second and look around before you get your eyes plucked out or your head cut off, that would be very much appreciated. Are we crystal clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood.
As a camera guy, Cersei, can you give her an inspiration point, please?
Yes.
please.
Yes.
I was thinking the same
Clea,
thing.
you get an inspiration for keeping my dirty secrets.
We need the lights off if we're gonna try investigate the dark. I think the breaker room is the last place we need to go to.
But
The insinuation of investigating in the dark.
okay, but before that, this book really does seem to be something important.
Okay, well, can we investigate it without activating the
I don't
trap
know if we
again?
can.
I'm gonna break the handle again off the.
Just in case it's magic.
If it's any consolation, it's still not magic. And I
That's
can
great
fix
to
it
hear.
Do you know about the trap under this that you so successfully dismantled?
Take the needle and stab it into the
Oh
table.
yeah. So everyone
Listen,
sees
for
it
all
now.
due respect, why are we paying you if you're able to spot that trap?
I did!
Yeah, everyone
All of
sees
you
now
were
that
paid?
Alina like pulls up the needle and stabs it into the desk. You can see that right off to the side of the book, there is just a like stippling effect where this needle has been stabbed repeatedly over and over and over again. As whoever knew about this trap would just grab the needle, stab it into the desk, read the book.
Right.
So basically,
Maybe.
what I'm
Maybe.
hearing
Maybe.
is that we have two people who are good at
I'm
looking
okay.
at traps, and we didn't look for traps.
I was not aware that there were going to be traps.
Yeah, you guys
Well,
are
well,
in
this
like
gang-
the most wholesome residence.
While this gang is arguing, Bixby's gonna like.
Nope, I will not.
Y'all are arguing. Can I make a sleight of hand check?
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh no.
Oh my
Didn't I say I wanted to purposefully keep the owl away from the book?
I would say that the book is still bolted to the desk.
I'm
So there
trying
is
to
no
close.
snatching it away, but
There's
if do
just
you want
like
to
a-
stop Bixby from turning the page?
Yes.
Okay, that happens.
Can I not like nothing?
Not without damaging the book.
We're
No,
also
I'm not
like
gonna rip
right.
it off. I just want to like.
We're also right by the
Yeah,
desk. Like
I-
we're like
Yeah,
right
everyone
by
is
it.
around the
on
desk.
the axe right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking down at you.
I have a thing. I'd
Mhm.
like to just take out my artificer tools
You
and like
creased
unscrew
my
the book.
page.
Okay, guys, screw the
Can I
book.
just take it?
Wait. I still have my hands on the book.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I will open the book so everyone can
Yeah,
see.
please.
We need to read this first, just the first page together. Understand?
All right.
Oh,
Do I still
okay.
have?
What does the
magic
first page
eyes?
say?
It's a warning.
Do I still have magic?
About what?
The book itself.
Oh, or about a trap?
No. Okay. Let me. I take the book and I open very carefully just
The
the
book
cover.
is still on the desk. It's bolted to the
I
desk.
unbolted it with the.
But he's okay. So you let them unbolt it.
No.
And it's still bolted
You
to
and
the
I are about to
desk.
have a lot of problems.
Okay. Just bear with me. I'm sorry about all the chaos that has ensued. I did not mean for anybody to come into danger. I miss my friend. You miss the Sweetmakers as well. This whole is it's all a mess. But we need to work together right
I
now.
miss my parents.
We all came together under one common goal, and that's to find the Sweetmakers. Thank you for trying to investigate that. You were in the right state of heart, but
Not the right state of mind.
thank you. My thoughts entirely. But
Let's
we
all
live
This-
and we
this-
learn.
okay,
we
but-
lived, and now we're learning.
Okay. This book could very well lead to Sweetmaker secrets.
So let's all just take a breath. Can we all agree to open this book? Leaf, can I politely ask you to lower your hands? I will also put mine up here.
I
where
lower
they're
my hands
not.
to the book.
That's not.
Leaf, you are so full of yourself. Let other people
No.
do this.
I am trying to protect you
Leaf.
from the book.
Leaf.
Okay. I open the cover just to the first
Okay,
page,
just the first
and I
page.
read aloud the first page.
Okay,
I'd like to point out that I
um,
put the needle in the table.
Okay. Yes. I mean the trap is fucking obliterated.
You're just gonna get a bomb.
Okay, all right. The forward reads as follows, and Eric, you can recite it as you wish. The contents of this book are potentially dangerous and should only be read by a Sweetmaker. Turn back now or accept the consequences.
Hence the trap.
The trap.
This
is
book
Now-
is not magic.
consequences.
Okay,
The axe is not magic. We're searching for the Sweetmakers.
why does there need to be magic involved? They are masters of craft of sweets and this. Whatever creates
This
this.
was a
What
if
we-
spring load trap with a timer. And
What
a
if we
needle.
unbolt
Exactly.
the book?
Anyone
What if we
could
have the
unarmed
people
it.
who are paid to look for traps look for traps?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's unimportant right now. I'm talking about the book's contents.
Right. You're saying that the book may be dangerous because it may be trapped because if I
No.
read it-
I'm saying that the book may be dangerous because of the knowledge it contains.
Oh, I'm okay with holding that.
No.
I could unbolt it from the table.
I am just saying.
I want to mention whenever anyone says the word knowledge, a ring on Bixby's finger, a bronze ring just emblazoned with an eye seems to glow. A faint yellow.
I let you see my hands.
Aww.
Okay.
I would like to make investigation or arcana.
Make a religion check for me.
Religion!
Christ Almighty.
We're like, I so mighty.
18!
Garrett, tell him about your god.
God.
This is
Well, and this is stuff that Alina knows.
his name is
I just know this for some reason.
Thoth.
Thoth.
The best one. Thoth. Best name. I read about them in my grandmother's old journal. I found the ring in a hollow of the book. It's I considered it an heirloom. I'd rather you not touch it.
Okay. It's pretty. It's
broken
Thoth,
one
right?
heirloom today.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Now
Thoth.
we have some very important matters at hand.
Pursuit
this-
of knowledge. Yes.
Yes, this
Very
knowledge
important
is
matters.
very well protected. Clearly,
Very
And-
well protected.
very.
None of us are dead.
This is a trap meant to kill.
Mm.
Clearly,
Mm.
which means that this is really secretive stuff that they really wanted only the Sweetmakers to know, which makes me not even want to read it.
The Sweetmakers are missing. Aren't we trying to find them?
Yeah. Wouldn't this book of things that are dangerous for people to know about the Sweetmakers
Yes.
that the Sweetmakers know, isn't that like a lead?
Let's
Isn't
go
that
back
a
to our
reason
one
for
theory.
them to be kidnapped or killed?
Let's go back to our one theory. That they were trying to leave successors.
Then what do you think they'd tell the successors of this trap, of this important knowledge?
To read the book.
If it's
You
the
make
You
a
know
good
what?
point.
You can
But
leave if you want.
okay,
you can make like a tree and leave. Leaf, I apologize. It just came out. It was Thoth. How can I?
I
make it
was
up to
named
you?
after my grandfather, you know.
I apologize. Deity, man. Things just, I have to say them sometimes.
A leaf in the family tree.
A leaf in the family tree. It was just too good
I'll-
to keep in.
Right.
If the integrity of
Okay, the book.
the book.
The book is
One more
what-
deep breath. One more deep breath. Leaf, deep breath. Okay, Leaf, look at me. Deep breath.
Leaf does not like you.
I don't see you exhaling. It's not a deep breath. Come on. Work with
Breathing
me.
too.
Okay. All right, yeah, we
It's an
gotta
hour.
keep this moving a little
This
bit.
okay. Now, this knowledge is clearly very important and supposedly dangerous, as it is warned about in the very first page. I'm tempted to read it, but also worried of the burden. You, of course, have all deemed me unfit to lead this town, to replace the Sweetmakers, which I am in no place to argue against.
That's.
So, I don't know if anybody here is fit to read what's in this book.
There is seemingly infinite knowledge accessible to me through Thoth, but I understand if it's the integrity of your friends you want to keep intact or their intentions, but
That's not it.
I should re-explain. Like, the secret library that you were investigating earlier pales in comparison to this fucking thing. Like, this book, your mind is just racing as to what it could hold, right?
I want to use my channel divinity, and I'm going to give myself proficiency in persuasion for 10 minutes. And I'm just doing everything I can to you and to the group. To like, guys, I want to read this book.
I can't let you persuade other players, but you, out of character, may make a great case if you want.
Okay, new question. Can I sleight of hand just unscrew all of the bolts and take the book?
Are you still holding it?
Are you holding
Yes,
the book?
I am very cautious.
Yeah, Eric is still holding it down.
Depression.
Jeez.
How about we go to a different room?
Is there a particular room you suggest?
I don't know. How about the light switch room that nearly killed somebody? And how about you don't touch anything?
Are there any windows in this room?
Oh, by the way, did anyone take the Snow Dwarf and the 7 Gnomes? Okay, put that in your inventory.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Sorry, what was that, Alina?
I was just...
Who said something?
Are there windows in this room?
Yes, there is a window in this room.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
It's opposite the axe.
Is there anything else in this room of note?
Make an investigation check.
Sorry, I have a lot of things that might be proficient but also could not be proficient. Okay.
What?
We're fine. That was a 12.
A 12? Yeah. Doesn't seem to be anything else.
Okay.
Oh, you okay, Hayden? Do we need a break?
No, hold on. This, I think this guy went flaccid first.
Oh, the gyroscope did? That's okay.
I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, we're gonna keep
I'm
going.
having some performance problems.
Yeah. When you're going to different screens,
Okay,
you can see the table.
What's next? You guys have this book,
Yeah.
and you have 2 other wings to explore.
Yeah.
We can leave this here. We can make note. We can explore the rest of the estate.
It's not like the book is
Turn
going
the
to be
lights
going
off.
anywhere.
Come back.
We can
But
also
there
take
are
the
people
book with us.
creeping around.
Yeah, we can take the book with us.
Yeah, if you just let me unscrew it from the table.
I think that at some point we should read this book. Maybe it's a good idea to finish investigating first. And if you would feel safer carrying the book yourself as we finish investigating, I think we can all agree to let you do that.
I would like to keep a close watch over this.
Okay.
Okay, Alina, do you unscrew the book and give it to Eric?
I do.
Okay. Then, Eric, you have the Book of Deeds in your possession. I'm going to add that to your inventory. And the rest of you are free to explore the manor.
As
Go to
we
the second
all
floor.
leave this room, I want to crack the window just a smidge.
Okay.
Like, be the last one to leave, and then just...
Okay.
Good.
Oh, he's a flying.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, you unlock and crack the window. That's awesome. Okay, everyone goes down to the next level.
Okay. I'd like
How
to
are
take
you
a book
feeling?
off the shelf,
A little bit
non-suspicious.
better.
Which
A little
book?
bit.
A book about the same
Thank
size as
you.
that one.
Do that.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's a pleasure. I'm glad that you were able to come along.
Here, I'm happy to help. If you need anything, if you need to take your leave, like Leaf said,
Well, I am not leaving you all alone in here.
that's valid.
That is
And
the last thing
we
I want.
appreciate it.
That's valid.
Alright. Are we headed to the breaker room then?
Wouldn't we go to...
Should be our next stop.
I mean, you can go to anywhere,
Should
but...
we finish searching everything before
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
turn
you
off the
can.
lights? And then do the exact same thing in reverse, and then maybe we'll find all the traps.
Pick an area.
Factory.
number one trap is going to be the breaker room.
Alright, so we're
Maybe I
going
should
to...
just-
So we're going to the candy factory itself, right?
Yes?
Okay,
Yes?
so I will
Yes.
I will take this
A
and I shall replace it with this.
a piano.
Um,
A couple of these.
Oh.
Bench.
okay.
No
Um,
one.
Don't touch it. It could explode.
Detect magic again.
You detect magic, and there is a faint conjuration magic coming from, or faint enchantment magic coming from a candy press. Let me explain to you what's all in here. There are a whole plethora of candy making stuff. There's a staircase that goes up to the woodworking level, as you know. But down here on the candy making floor, there are hooks that sit on the wall that you wrap candy on. There's an automated one of those, which is one of those cool like taffy things.
Do you know how hard it is to get taffy onto one of those things?
It's yeah, but you're willing to bet that these guys are professionals.
I hope so.
There's those two things. Then there are like drying trays where you would pour freshly cooked candy and then it would harden and then you could do whatever you needed to with it. There are giant boiling cauldrons which you throw ingredients into and then cook. And then there is the hearth. At like sort of at the end of the thing here, just this big circular furnace is just this massive room-sized hearth. You know its chimney like reaches out and behind the thing. It goes up 2 stories, and you can the door is closed, but through like a small glass hatch, you see that there are like more cauldrons hanging from hooks within the hearth itself. The hearth is unlit, and it's kind of pitch black inside.
Do we have
But
magic with us?
Garrett, you detect magic coming from one of the candy presses, which one of the candy molds, once candy is poured into it, you pull it down, and then you pull it back up, and then you have all of the candies that are chunked into their own little things. This candy press is closed.
Do we have mittens with us?
Yeah, mittens
Check
can be
for
with you.
traps.
I'll detect.
Yeah, the second.
Like
You are detecting magic in the press.
and then investigation check, like any of the hinges under the
Do
mechanism.
you want to let Alina do that?
Who's paid to be
Oh,
here.
dearest master, I have found something.
Okay, Alina.
Most exquisite.
You have? Okay.
Okay.
I shall.
Since you said it so nicely, I have help.
I have help.
Thoth. The days of Lathander are gone. It's Thoth now.
All right, go for it. Go for
You're
it.
saying sauce with a lid.
Add a D4.
How did you?
Do you?
Thoth.
Thoth. Okay.
Yeah, you know my
it-
magic, all-knowing deity. Thoth.
15.
Okay, it does not appear to be trapped.
You're good.
It is basically just a cast iron tray, so there's no way that like circuitry can go in or out of it. There's
I
no
just
way you can
Look
have
at it.
hidden
Look
things.
under it.
Is
Yeah,
mittens
it's a
at
solid
all
piece.
disturbed by them just opening up the candy press?
Not really. It's a candy press. It's just a mundane piece of equipment. But Garrett, you open it up, and you see that there's a freshly baked batch of candies here. And you guys are kind of coming up behind this set of candies, and you're kind of looking at it. And you guys can see that there is a large chart on the wall behind it. We have another prop. This chart hangs on the wall behind the candy making mold.
Oh, it was
The truth
Maple.
of blank.
caramel?
The truth of what?
Jupiter.
The taste or truth?
The taste.
The taste of.
Jupiter?
Oh! Oh!
It's recipe.
The taste of good morning is peppermint, juniper, and maple. The taste of get well soon is. And juniper. The taste of forgiveness is caramel, cider, and snippets.
What are these the taste of?
Anyway,
Wait, you say you detect magic here?
leaves.
the candies themselves, I assume it's the ingredients.
What kind of magic?
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
Look for cinnamon mint. Oh, cinnamon mint, cinnamon mint.
Yeah, can I like pull out the cinnamon mint and see if it's like. Is this close? No.
The mint that you hold?
Yeah,
Cinnamon.
and the cinnamon stick.
Make a cooking check. This uses wisdom.
Nice.
Or actually intelligence.
I don't see cinnamon mint. Someone else come up and say
9.
It doesn't feel like either of these ingredients are used, but you're
Can
not
somebody
sure.
look up peppermint nutmeg? Oh.
Nutmeg, juniper, Peppermint juniper.
Can I take one of these and like crack it open?
Also,
Yeah, totally. You take it and you crack it open, and you find that there are bits of pine bark inside.
bark.
Pine bark.
Yeah,
I don't
it
see
is like straight from a tree, but it's kind of a older way of getting a nice crunch. It's edible, but it's like it's literally pine bark.
How
Cute.
I
homey.
would like to quickly say the Sweetmakers themselves are gone, and if these are the last of their candies.
I'm gonna eat half of it.
You eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god!
I tried.
I told him not to.
14.
You succeed. It feels as if this candy is trying to sort of make you feel an emotion. And when you eat it and you succeed this save, you kind of suppress the feeling that it was trying to enforce upon you. Now that you have successfully stomached the candy, go ahead and make a nature check to see if you can discern its actual taste.
Huh. So we can use the chart.
17.
That is enough. It tastes of juniper and peppermint.
Juniper peppermint, where's the list?
Peppermint.
This puzzle
On the
took
right
like
side.
30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Are we down a camera?
Hey,
Hayden?
good morning.
I'm gonna double check on this one.
Okay, do we have audio at least?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Good morning has peppermint and juniper.
Good morning.
We'll catch you up.
Can I steal the candy if there's any candy?
Yeah, you can steal from the drawer over there.
The middle one.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is supposed to taste like good morning.
I would like to ask Mittens.
Here, try.
I do take the candy as I am most intrigued by enchantment and magic.
Leaf,
Um,
eat the chocolate. Please. Just
I'll
eat
try
it.
these.
You wanna take a square and eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, make a
I'd like
wisdom
to
save.
ask Mittens if Mittens
I'm
is
also
aware
gonna
that
take
the
one.
candy they make is magical.
You call Mittens in from the other room,
I
and she
deserve a
says,
treat.
"Well, that's strange. I didn't make that batch."
What?
Oh no! I spit it out.
Yes,
I got a
clearly the
The
Sweetmakers
machine
made
should
it
be
after they
cleaned.
left.
All the machines should be cleaned.
I'm saying we should maybe save these candies if
Yeah.
this is all they left us.
Did anyone?
I already ate one.
This
Okay, did you make your save?
This is
12.
12. That is just not enough. You are overcome with a swirling sadness. The candy truly embodies bittersweet within a soft, sugary bite and a crunchy, foul core. The combination almost brings you to tears. In fact, it does because you failed your save.
Quick thing. If they need any traps checked,
I'll do it for you.
it's a +4.
Cool. And I think we won't go any more than 30 minutes, but I want to make sure that we're back on track with what I had planned. Just to make sure that we finish this campaign in a timely manner. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
To go maybe 30 minutes over.
Yeah.
Sweet.
okay. So now let's stop eating these, please.
You just keep crying.
Okay. Yes. These are.
sensitive.
And Mittens is in the room now.
I'm gonna like cradle Attica like I'm.
Yeah.
Put her in.
No.
I'll happily take the hug.
It's okay. It's okay.
These are magical and wonderful tools that
Oh yeah, nice.
Right.
were left here by the Sweetmakers.
Hold
Not
on.
made by Mittens.
You said that you cleaned everything before
Yes.
the end. You didn't make this?
No, I didn't.
Remember when
Did you
Mittens mentioned
see
that
anyone enter the factory?
She went home early.
Mittens went
No,
home early?
It may have been late in the night. I don't know.
You went home early, right? You were sent home early by Edlark and
Yes.
so.
So it was either one of the two or
Okay.
someone else.
So there. Okay, we
It
have.
didn't make itself.
Okay, we have had.
Oh,
Some-
the factory's sad.
I don't think the factory's sad.
You had a
Can
good
I
morning
make
candy.
An insight check on the candy.
Sure.
Oh baby.
It's delicious.
And Dusk is going to be crying for the next 5 minutes. Just saying.
Oh wow.
What was that?
25.
For an insight check on candy.
Yes.
Okay. You're kind of like feeling out the candy, and you're like, man, this is cool. This is good candy. And then you realize that there's also a square missing. So whoever baked the batch probably ate one. And it does feel like a bittersweet memento. Some kind of, maybe a ritual, a ceremony that one of the brothers probably went through in order, in order to kind of say goodbye to the workshop, it feels.
Everything
Leave.
is
Sentimental last batch.
everything is leading to them
Leaving
knowing that-
a
yes.
successor. The book. Leave.
Yes, but we don't know who the successor is yet.
Oh my God. Help me, my God.
Do you want to pray to your god for a hint here?
Sure.
Make a religion check.
It has to be Mittens.
7. No.
It has to be Mittens, if anybody. You read the letter as same as I did.
But you know what we haven't read yet? The book.
Yes, intentionally. We don't know the
What if
successor
we asked
yet.
Mittens to read? I want to like turn to Mittens and like extend an arm and a wing and like cut off.
Okay, yeah. You want to
Leaf.
distract her?
Yeah.
Okay, you do. And you quickly distract her with a drivel conversation.
I think we should tell her of the book.
No, you can't talk to him anymore. He's talking to Mittens.
Okay. You two. 3.
Are you guys finished with that?
The third one is vanished.
Are you gonna
Yes.
finish? Are you gonna do anything
Sure.
with that? Okay.
Okay. So everything is pointing to them leaving on purpose. A point of searching for them is pointless, right? There is no point to searching for them, except for maybe some needles and axes. But that's beside the point. Sorry, I don't mean to poke at a sensitive topic.
No, it's fine. I understand them wanting to leave, to continue on their legacy of bringing peace across wherever they're going. But if they are working so hard to booby trap everything when they're trying to be peacemakers and also trying to kill the people that are trying to figure out where they went.
It seems rushed.
Maybe there should be somebody who, knows about the traps.
Yes.
Who can...
Okay. Yes. So this is what I think. Okay. This is just a running theory, but everything seems to point to them leaving on purpose, right? That's what it feels like to all of us. But there are missing pieces, which means they didn't have time to prepare. So maybe there is some other place that is in more dire need than this. Maybe there is... They must have some motive that we can't see yet. To just
So we
leave
should
so abruptly.
read the book and do more investigation and figure out what that motive is or who they wanted to leave their estate to.
As much as I hate to admit it, we have to breach their privacy.
It's
We've
not their
already done
privacy
enough.
I'm concerned about.
I understand that
The beginning of this book warns of a burden. A burden that may be more heavy than we understand.
Good thing there's multiple people here to bear it.
Aww.
Yeah, we've all cuddled and cried already. What about you, Leaf?
There is
You all made fun of me
still
instead.
crying.
There is
So-
still more of the manor to explore. Just will say.
Well, in my little Mittens sidebar, I wanted like shorthand to try to convince her to get Leaf to give her the book.
I want her to read the book. If anybody. I want to tell her about the book.
I without
seems
roleplay.
fairly
Yeah, I think
Talk to her
you
now.
distracted her. and
Shorthand.
you can go back.
Hey Mittens, Leaf and we all found this book, and I think you should be the one to read it. Leaf has it currently.
Maybe we should let her, process everything that's been going on.
No, I
It
am
has
dumping
been
this
36
on. I am
hours.
dumping this on Mittens. I am begging.
Okay,
Mittens.
she says, I'm
To get
happy
this
to help
book back.
however I can.
Could you ask Leaf for the book?
At this point, I'm walking over to you two, saying,
I'm still in wing
Leaf,
sidebars.
can I have the book?
I would love to tell you about the book.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Then
I don't...
do it.
You
Tell
didn't give me
her.
a chance.
This is your chance.
Okay. In the master bedroom suite, we found a book that was protected by a deadly trap.
Mm-hmm.
The book...
A trap?
Yes.
You explain the trap to her, and she's just fully disbelieving.
Fully this. Okay. Yes,
Anyways.
I know this is shocking news. I did not expect there to be traps in here either, but there have been at least 2. Anyway.
These 2?
Yes, one in the breaker room and one in the. Anyway, this book was very heavily protected.
Wait, those are the 2 areas I'm not supposed to go to.
Me too.
Me too.
I guess it makes sense.
Okay, all I have read is the first page of this book, and that's all I would like you to read as well, at least for the moment.
Unless you wish to read on, of course.
Okay.
But that would. You understand
Skip for
that?
the book, Leaf.
Okay, you do you hand her the book?
Yes.
Okay, you hand her the book. She opens the first page. She reads it in silence and says, "Okay, I would like to go on if that's okay."
This was
It's more than
protected by a deadly trap, and
I want to
must
try
be
to
a
like
very heavy
wave your
burden.
sidebar Leaf out of the picture again. It's like, it is okay. You can read this book if you wish.
If this has a chance of helping us find them and returning them to well-being, then I will do it. They risked a lot for my safety. And she's gonna turn the first page. And she takes the book, and for a moment she kind of like strokes her beard and she starts leafing through it. You may return to her in a little while and she can tell you what's in it. You have a little bit of downtime. You can just hunker down and wait if you really want to do that, but
I
you can
really
also
think that she
investigate.
might be the successor. That's all. I think that they were planning to have her be the successor.
That makes
She
sense.
was not ready quite yet, but they had to leave for some reason,
And if on the off chance that he wasn't, we know that he's trusted with it.
and that she's ready to accept whatever burden this book might.
Bixby's gonna
It's gonna have to be a point
fly
where we
up to
tell
the
her that we don't
platform
think they're
to
coming
go
back.
to the electrical room.
Okay,
Sorry.
you're flying up to the
I know.
electrical room, to the
Yep.
breaker room? Okay, Garrett flies up to the breaker room, and you open the door. The room is lit. There is just this breaker on the wall. You see that there is, as Kalia mentioned, a triggered needle trap. It's just an extended spring arm that's just kind of hanging limply, and you can, there's like a hole for a needle to have lodged, and it goes like that. And it seems to have triggered just when someone was fiddling with the breaker.
Is there blood on the ground still?
There is not. The Nodish cleaned it up, but they didn't do a great job, so there are a few speckles.
Yeah.
Magic eyes.
Yeah. You cast that. Nothing magical in this room. It's just it's a concrete breaker. It may be a little foreign that like these glowing lights aren't magical, but they are in fact not.
Okay. And there's nothing like
Magic in the candies. There's also magic in the toys.
There's no like cabinets, shelves.
There's magic in the book. There's magic in the candy. There's magic everywhere.
There's no like bookshelf.
No, there's
like,
no bookshelf.
Chest.
Nope.
Anything.
It's just the breaker and a bunch of fucking things related to it. Like all of the crates in here are filled with electrical supplies.
Okay. Can I just make an investigation check?
Sure, go for it.
9.
Yeah, no.
All your single digits look like a 1 at this angle. So
Yeah.
you roll it at 1, and I'm like, oh, no, it's not.
Okay. Yeah, it's just the breaker itself.
Okay. I'll just swoop back down to everyone else.
Okay, cool. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
Waiting for Mittens
Okay.
to finish
Do we
reading.
just want to wait and see what she thinks of it? Okay. Then it's about 15, 20 minutes later when she like closes the book and returns to you and she says, "Granted, I'm not the best reader, but the book doesn't seem to have anything crazy in it. It catalogs donations that the family has made foremost. So any funds that they contribute to the church, any food or candy or toys that they donate to the public, it's all recorded here. From what I can tell, it goes back to Phyllis and Walden." And she kind of continues on and says, I think the more important and interesting thing for you would be It's refuge log. This purely seems to just be a catalog, a recording of everything the Sweetmakers have done that would be considered generous. And one of those things is a catalog of the people who they have sheltered. I'm included in the list. I'm not mentioned by name, and I assume no one is. But when I first arrived in Lier, I was a criminal. I was a bloodthirsty bugbear, and they sheltered me anonymously in a home on the outskirts of town. I know the home, I know the address. I'm in this book, but I'm mentioned under a pseudonym. And I would assume everyone else in the refuge log is. So I can't really decipher which ones are, but each of them has an end date as to when they are reintroduced into Lier. So I have mine right here. But there is a notable log of yet to be introduced individuals.
Bixby is like itching towards the book.
I would like to try and hold Bixby back.
Okay, yeah,
Like-
you hold Bixby back.
Like
Their pseudonyms.
She says,
Leaf?
I count 6.
could I please read the Mittens? If my parents are in that, I need to know where they are.
I
Please.
I don't see why not. And she hands you the book.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. First, we need to tell Mittens what we think has happened to the Sweetmaker.
Yeah, can we? Yeah.
I know I'm DMing.
I'm like trying to cover the book.
I know
from
I'm.
Vision.
I know I'm DMing a good game when everyone at the table is like,
Yeah.
I'm like trying to cover the vision of the book.
okay.
Okay. Mittens, I would like to explain my thought process in allowing you to read this book.
Okay, you explain your thought process.
You can do so and I can read at the same time.
Wait, we have
Leaf,
time.
this
We
is
have
about
time.
my family. I need
I
to know where
understand.
the...
Right.
Move your hands.
I can't do that.
Please. Why not?
I don't know.
Bixby.
Don't
You know.
What? How?
If your family was missing,
Garrett,
would you not do
Garrett,
anything
before you get
can?
super duper heated, this isn't like a log of every conceivable refugee. This is just a log of people of interest. So people who would be in danger if they were a part of public life. So major criminals, bugbears who may have been a part of attacking hordes. Stuff like that. Your parents don't really fit that bill. If they were brought here, they would be just nobles who could probably buy their way back home, right? They wouldn't be considered as criminals to your knowledge.
Do you know what date they might have gotten here?
No, I don't.
Mittens, if you'd be so kind, what were the dates written down
For what?
for the last 6 people?
Oh, let me check. And she pulls out the book. She says, all right, so there's, let me see here. It feels like almost 2 months ago the first one arrived. And then since then, it's kind of periodical.
Okay.
Since the
1 or 2 weeks.
2 months ago,
Since
that's
the pirate attack.
when Mandel.
Yeah, 2 months ago is when Mendel fell.
Oh.
Not the
Oh,
That's
no.
2 years.
Oh no, I heard 2 and I was like, okay.
There's a chance. Those 6 names. There's a chance.
They're
I think that-
pseudonyms, you wouldn't know.
I could find out.
I think that we should find out. This is our greatest opportunity so far.
Just
to do
I
anything.
don't care who.
Do you guys just want to open the book?
Yes.
Okay, you open the book, and you can find these 6 refugees. They all have meaningless names, and they don't have a lot of details. It's just kind of we took them in, we've sheltered them, and their locations are confidential, their identities are confidential, and their past crimes are confidential. And from what you can tell, there are large blank spaces. So theoretically, these spaces can be filled in once the person is no longer in danger. So
this is clearly the burden that this book entails, is that we now have to take care of these people that were sheltered by the Sweetmakers and restore them to Lier.
And continue to help people.
Yes. Indefinitely.
Can I try to take this book and just move it somewhere into darkness? Wing cave.
Do you want to go wing cave?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
and then you're paging through it again?
Yeah.
Okay. So you pull it into kind of your wing cave, maybe you throw a cloak over yourself, and you're paging through it, and then you hit the last page. And something is written in night ink. It reads as follows. Our sanctum will open by the names of our past and the names our present company gives us.
One more time.
Our sanctum will open by the names of our past, by the names of our past, and the names our present company gives us.
Gives. So they're pseudonyms.
The current one has to, like, the company gives us has to be Sweetmakers. Right?
Does this handwriting match Phyllis's?
No, it matches. I don't think you've gotten a sample of their handwriting. Sorry.
Does it match?
Do you
So-
peek into the?
At this point,
Do you peek in? Yeah.
I know the contents of the book,
Okay.
so me not reading it does nothing.
Cool. But you're peeking into Garrett's wing cave. Is
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it's holding away the...
You're like, let me see.
I'll read this and then it'll be like pop up wing cave still happening. Like, Leaf, come here, and
Yeah. Cool. Leaf
Okay.
like
see the
hitting
message.
you on the back of the head, forcing you to duck down.
Have a little gossip session.
Read this. Whose handwriting is this?
Make a history check.
Okay, first, can I ask?
Yes.
So, I'm assuming that not all of the handwriting in this book is uniform.
No.
As it probably starts with either Walden or
Walden
Willis's
and Phyllis.
Phyllis, and then it transitions to the
Ed Lark and Hennick.
to Ed Lark and Hennick. Does it look like handwriting of the first half or the second half of the book?
Second half.
So it's Ed Lark or Hennick,
It's Ed Lark or Hennick.
but I'm unable to.
History check to figure out if you know exactly.
Thoth.
Well, how did I make that noise?
That's the best name.
It's like
Thoth.
history. Wait, that's like my best thing.
13?
Actually 19.
19. All right.
Actually.
My apologies. You're like giving yourself props for memorizing your friend's handwriting, and you're like, that is Hennick's handwriting for sure. I know that Hennick's
Hennick.
handwriting.
Okay.
Sanctum?
Our sanctum will open by the names of our past.
It doesn't show their like the 6 things. It doesn't show location.
No, they're
No.
all confidential.
All that's confidential.
Bixby's just gonna shove this book back into Leaf's arms and just start like going to any conceivable surface. Hennick Sweetmaker.
You do this. Nothing comes of it, unfortunately.
Mittens.
Yes?
Where were you lodged?
Oh, I was just a old shack on the outskirts of town. Some abandoned property that wasn't really being used. It was for sale. I think it was owned by one of the noble families.
Maybe we start there.
Maybe we start with finish investigating where we are.
And also
And I would say
telling the townspeople our findings.
Yes.
I would say that I don't think they have any more of those properties open because, as you know, with Mendel, any property that has been vacant has been assumed by refugees or purchased. I don't think that house would still be vacant or serving as a shelter.
This seems like a great thing to contemplate, and finish the task at hand.
Or ask.
You
the
did
noble
find you did
family
find
for
the
it.
secret password in the
We gotta
Sweetmaker.
we gotta maybe ask the noble families about such, because you say that, or Mittens said that. Mittens thought that the lodge was owned by one of the royal families.
We should go to the factory.
We're in the factory.
You're in the
You should
factory.
go
You
to
haven't
the
been in the
second
store
level.
yet.
I have.
Well, you went to the break.
No, you haven't. You're into the breaker.
Yeah, what? Let's go to the store.
Okay, you want to head into the storefront. All right.
Okay, you should detect magic for the magic in the
magic.
toy.
Yeah, you detect
Candy.
magic. Okay. The storefront. Generous windows allow copious amount of sun. It's midnight. To fall on glittering displays, each filled with mouth-watering and expertly prepared candies, caramels, and hand-baked goods.
Would this perhaps be A2?
Yes, A2. However, the scent of staleness hangs forebodingly in the air. Morning dust clutters the glass displays, suggesting that the fanciful storefront has been recently neglected. Toys are strewn across one of the tables, ready and eager for new owners. Swirling candies inhabit one of the displays, each adding a unique smell to the delightful atmosphere. Individually wrapped and emblazoned, the candies practically proclaim their Sweetmaker heritage. There's the candy racks, the toy tables, there's the registry. There's a ladder behind the registry which leads up to the area above. And then there is also a large, like, gumball machine thing.
I'm gonna assume there's no traps in a storefront.
I certainly hope there isn't.
Magic.
Gumball machine thing?
Fuck. Can someone hit the power button on that?
Ah!
Apparently not. Ooh.
Thank you. Okay, what did you say? Were you doing
Magic.
something? Oh, nothing magical in the storefront.
Awesome.
Maybe up the ladder,
Yeah.
but there might be traps up there.
Doing
So
like
we
a
should.
quick sweep. Bixby's just gonna.
Can we
Yeah.
send Alina up first for traps?
I can go with Alina.
Can we send the person?
Yeah,
paying
okay.
for travel
Alina and
first?
Garrett are looking for traps.
Okay.
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 Cool.
And magic.
And magic. So you guys are sweeping this area first. While they're doing that, what do you guys got? What do you want to check
You
out?
say there's dust. Are there any areas that are less dusty, or
Not really. There's just a thin sheen of like, hey, no one cleaned up this morning, right?
Is there any inventory notes?
Not down here, no.
Okay.
storefront?
Attica's gonna like look at the register and be like, "No, you're not a criminal. You're not a criminal." Go to the opposite end of the store.
Okay, that kind of leads you to the massive gumball machine. Do you
I
want to
want to
check
look
that
at
out?
the gumball machine. Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to put a coin in that thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I bought
Whoa!
a shit ton of candy, and I really wanted to show it off.
Yeah!
Okay,
Baby!
you
I
find
Mini M&Ms too.
yes. So
Oh,
it
the
actually
mini
is a guessing game.
I,
How many M&Ms lie in the thing? There's a plaque on it that says there's a little glass case for this, a little playing card, an antique playing card, which sits right here. There's a little keyboard so you can punch a number into it. And there's a plaque that reads, guess the amount of candies within the jar, and you will receive your prize. There's also a bunch of chutes and like pipes that kind of descend from the large glass ball that suggest once it's finished, all of the candies will go spewing out of it. And to accompany that, the second part of the plaque says, once you are finished, there will be a candy for everyone.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Is the lettering on the card important?
It has text.
The winner of this trick receives 1 point for each 7 in the trick. Wow.
Wow! Yes.
Riddles.
Dusk, do you want to make a history check to see if you know what this card is?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not there to thaw you.
It is a 7 of
Harps.
Of bells.
a 7 of bells.
Goated with the thoughts.
15.
15. You know it well. It is a very popular game amongst orphans, especially the youngest ones, because it is a card game that was originally invented by the Sweetmakers, and it is out of printing. They no longer print the cards, and it's basically, it originally was just a deck of cards that you would purchase and then you could play this game with it. But since it has gone out of printing, and since everyone loved to play this game, the remaining cards have been shredded, lost, torn to pieces, etc., scattered to the winds. There's only a limited amount of these left. No one holds a complete deck. And so it's changed to become sort of a trading card game, with different cards, with different powers, having higher or lower values. And the whole thought behind it is, after it stopped being printed, everyone kind of made a new rule set for the game. And so these are very coveted prizes amongst the kids because it lets them beat ass, and amongst the parents because it's nostalgic and close to home.
This is making me so fucking excited because my thing was looking after the orphans while everybody
Yes.
else was fighting.
And Dusk, you know a number of little kids who ring up in alleyways and bet over these cards.
Please tell me you designed a whole deck of cards and a whole game about them.
Oh.
Oh,
Eric,
dude.
have you ever met Cersei once?
Dude, I'm so.
Have you once had an
How did
I
you-
will
how did
I
you
will
print
concede
those?
I didn't make this card game, but I have adapted it to
Very
suit this
nice.
format.
Very nice.
It's called Fox in the Forest, if anyone's curious. But yes,
Alright.
there is a card game for you to play with that card if you win it.
I'm sitting there like, okay, so how many candies can be in this thing?
Are we doing this as like a?
And you
we
do need to
actually have
put
guess,
you do need to
or-
contribute a coin to the machine in order to do it, and it seems to be a charity device thing.
Oh,
So all of the funds are going to the refugees fund.
Okay, so. What does the plaque say again?
The plaque says,
mine
guess how many
says-
candies are in it, and then it says once your task is complete, there will be a candy for everyone.
And I'm assuming we need to be precise.
Yes, that's how these machines work.
It is
So-
9:30.
Oh, that's a. Do we want to finish this?
So there needs to be a way
Another
to
30
figure it
minutes?
out.
Sorry.
I do
I
have to
can't-
get up at
Okay.
5 tomorrow.
All right, we'll go with. We'll just wrap this up quick. If you got to skedaddle, but I will let you guys sit around and guess how many candies are in this if you really want to.
8.
How many?
Eight.
What kind of a coin do you have to put in?
It's just a gold coin.
1 gold coin per guess.
Yep.
So we don't have that many guesses.
Oh, hold
I want to
on.
guess right. I want to guess right.
Okay, you wanna put a coin in?
I am so bad at these.
Guys, I have
Let's
magic,
just, like-
divining magic, knowledge god,
You have no.
Do you re-
Oh.
augury.
Are you
You
gonna
gotta
augury?
try to do it without. You're gonna ask your god to count how many candies.
Hey,
are
God.
in it.
God, if I guess
You
3,562,
receive an omen
will
from
it
an
work?
otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take for the next 30 minutes. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion.
Okay, so what are you gonna? You're gonna augury this?
we gotta try to do it without magic first.
I
We
will
gotta
say you
be
are doing a
offensive.
sweep of the establishment, so we'll put a hold on that.
My brain can't even like comprehend
12.
numbers.
629.
Okay.
How many are in it now?
Oh!
627!
Okay. The card has a 7 on it.
736. That's my guess.
What about?
Oh, also from this point forward, you can have as many of those as you want.
Okay.
You like that?
What if? Okay. Hear me out.
Yeah.
The card is a 7. In a deck, there are 4 suits. And it said, and the card says.
700.
Gus knows that this particular game only has 3 suits.
No.
Important to know. The winner of the trick receives 1 point for each of the 7 in the trick. So,
Wait, are we actually?
Yeah.
assuming that there
Yeah, you
are
can give me it.
assuming that there are 3 7s, I want to guess 777.
I love that idea.
Do you want to put it in?
I'll put it. I'll spend
You
a
put
gold
it in a
coin.
coin and go 777.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing.
No, fuck.
Mark down a gold piece, please.
Yeah.
I mean, if we keep going, we might get it to 7.
I have 5 gold pieces from the wanker that left.
I got 10 gold pieces.
Do you
that
know?
I might
Okay.
have stolen from my sister.
So
Technically,
If it wasn't
really.
there are 3 suits. Would
If it wasn't clear, you guys were supposed to start on this end of the factory.
Yeah.
so there were 3. There are 3 suits. Would Attica know if there are multiple numbers for each suit, like multiple of the same number,
Each suit goes from 1 to 11.
and just once?
So that's okay.
Each odd number has a special ability.
What is the 7 special ability?
That.
Your mum.
Oh!
Gain a point for each.
Yeah. Alright, hit me with your next guess and I'll augury it.
I'm
Hey, man.
thinking
4 sevens.
4 sevens. Augury.
Okay. You guys augury. It's like, whoa. That's what. Read your damn spell, Garrett.
What?
It tells you the specific outcome of a
Yeah.
specific. The
Oh,
outcome
is
of
this
a
not
specific.
Receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of
Seriously?
The
action.
results of a
Oh.
specific course of action.
Wait, what spell am I thinking of?
Great
With like
question.
whoa and yawn?
Great question.
Okay, some spell lets you ask a yes or no question and it answers with whoa.
Oh.
But that guess would not work.
Can I try spelling out sweet with numbers? 5 through 3
Sure.
or 5. No, there's no.
Did you put in
No!
a gold piece for that?
No.
There's no one
There's
for
no
W.
Yeah. I learned that the second I was like.
Seat.
Seat.
Are there any hints around the room, like maybe behind the desk?
I mean, there's the plaque.
I feel like this is a
This
weird
is-
guessing game.
This is supposed to be a thing for kids.
A guessing game.
You're,
for kids.
Yeah,
you're willing to
I
bet
think
that there is
you're
a secret
over-engineering
message
this,
hidden
Eric.
behind the thing.
Can I roll an investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Mystery
Thoth,
solved.
Thoth.
17, 19.
There's just that. That and the plaque.
7.
Nope.
Final hit.
Waste another gold point.
God, why are the tiny
Can I
numbers
make
so
an
small?
investigation check to get a range of what it might be?
Sure.
11.
Mm. It's easily over 1,000.
Okay, so
What?
777 is not. Okay, did you actually
Did I actually count it?
no? Did you actually calculate it with the bags, like with the?
Oh wow.
I know how many are actually in there.
Well.
Or not like
Were.
exactly, but I know the ballpark.
And so it's actually just a random number.
Yeah, kind
Kinda. Important word there. Kinda. Why is this the hardest mystery yet?
Because you're over-engineering a guessing game.
Yeah, you're over.
You're doing the thing
we've
you
been
always
playing
do
in
with D&D,
in
where you
kindergarten.
like make something harder than it needs to be
3069.
So true.
for a guessing game.
That is a habit of mine.
It is.
1,503. Okay, well.
Well, I'm not willing to put any more coins in until I have a solid reason to guess a solid number.
My brain just actually can't comprehend these kind of games, so I'm over here like I have
of.
no
I mean,
clue
do
what
you
I'm
want to
doing.
read the plaque again?
Yeah.
Okay, the plaque says if you guess the amount exactly, you get the prize. And once you're done, there will be a candy for everyone.
There's
So-
how many people did you say were in the town?
Lier has a population between 3,000 and 4,000.
So it's in between 3,000 and 4,000.
You may make
Do
a
we have
history
1,000
check.
coins to spare?
You may make a history check if you want to find the exact population.
Yes!
Thoth.
I have a proficiency in
Thoth.
history.
Oh, Kalia, you can do
I
this
have
one with
that one.
advantage.
I have really good history, so can I also roll?
All y'all
Okay,
get some Thoth.
13, 14, 15.
Thoth.
I got a nat one.
Zest.
Not nat 20.
You know that
25.
Okay, you guys both are like, oh, it's the population, and you're both like immediately like, oh, there's.
Are you
I
ready?
think
We'll
there's-
say it. We'll
There's
say it at the same time.
3,765 people in the
3,765.
air. And you enter that in?
Dude, here's a gold coin.
Yeah.
You punch in the number.
3,765.
And immediately the casket opens, the little card goes like skid, and all of the candies just shoot out around the store. There's all these bells
shit.
and whistles.
We have to clean this up now.
I'm grabbing that
they're all
card.
on like a little
Yeah.
rail, so like
Oh,
there's
okay.
like a little trough that just goes around the perimeter of the store, and all of the candies go there. And you're imagining if this room was full of kids, all the kids would just book it towards the wall and start shoveling candy into their mouths.
That candy is mine. I'm putting that.
You mean the card?
But that
Card is
is
mine.
that is all for this game. Here, I can take the card that you collected. Make sure you add the 7 of bells to your inventory.
Ball.
And
go!
I very much hope that you guys enjoyed.
That was
If you
amazing.
want to hang
I
around,
very
I would
much
love to
enjoyed
hear your thoughts.